Hey Pisces, how are we today? Just doing our weekly slash monthly kind of reading today. We are going to be sort of looking at just sort of whatever's coming out for the next month, June, obviously next month. And, I will be pulling a few cards for love and health and healing as well. Okay, so wanting to have a bit of a look at everything for us this week. I haven't looked at health and healing for quite a while, so I was going to, draw a few cards for us today for that. I will also, this weekend we will be having that shadow work reading coming through as well. So, you can always keep your eyes out for that one as well. I will just let everyone know if you could leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for that free personal reading. We're going to be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers. So halfway, guys. So, make sure you subscribe as well so you can keep updated and we can draw that and get that happening for everybody. But thank you all for every single like and comment and subscribe so far. I really do appreciate it. It really does help grow the channel. We are just a small group at the moment, so hopefully we can expand just a little bit. Obviously, though, we'll get sort of into it for us there. Today I'm using the 7th Seal lenormand. I do have the Healing Light lenormand for when we do sort of want to have a look at that health and healing section. I do also have the Island Time Wellness Oracle for love, a bit of love information there. But we're starting today with the Shapeshifters Oracle, okay? So we'll get started there for Pisces, June 2023. What does Pisces need to know for June? Pisces for the month of June, please. Okay, so we do have Elizabeth and the Lion. So lion, obviously a very strong symbol of strength there. It does say it is time to become a great leader. Okay, so really putting your strength and getting this queen vibe going this month, Pisces. Seeing what's coming up with that. Obviously, you may be needing to take leadership of a few issues in your life. So we'll see what that's all about in a moment there. We do also have the Orca Magic card, a beautiful water-based card for you there, Pisces. It does say the Akashic Libraries open, the Akashic, I don't know how to say that word correctly, but it's talking about that deeper understanding of life, now opening up to you. Okay, so that's what that really is all about. If that's something you're into looking into, I do recommend there's quite a lot of meditations and those sorts of things you can sort of delve into to access the Akashic libraries there. It's just basically, your soul's understanding of a lot of things. With the collective consciousness has a lot of information, on the spiritual level, the soul level. So if that's something you're interested in, now may be a good time to sort of look into that a little bit and see what that says. But really, to me, I just sort of read that as relying on your own wisdom and relying on your soul's wisdom. Okay, so the knowledge is there deep within us all. Okay, so Pisces in the month of June. What's coming through for Pisces in the month of June? June for Pisces. Okay. Quite interesting, Pisces. We are starting strong for you there today. We do have the stork energy coming through first and foremost. That was hang on, I feel like that's separate. So I'll get started with the stork energy there. The stork energy, it really does talk about new beginnings being stirred up for you, that new energy getting stirred up for you. So maybe seeing quite a lot of new things happening for you this month, Pisces. And just having a look here, it's definitely got a bit of a new vibe happening, a bit of movement happening for you this month. So if there's been anything that's sort of been delayed, I feel as though we're sort of looking at those sorts of things, starting to come into fruition for you, Pisces. The stalk really is, the birth of new ideas. It can talk about pregnancy in the sense that, I don't feel that for a lot of you this would be talking about actual pregnancy. It may for one or two, but if it's talking about pregnancy, it may actually be talking about somebody else in your life who may be pregnant. I feel the next card we do have there is the animus, the masculine. So I do feel as though we may be sort of looking at somebody else's energy if there is any potential pregnancy, rather than your own, Pisces. But that stalk, it really just does talk about, nesting. They're building that nest, stirring up that nest, getting that all happening the way that you want it to be. We all know storks return to their nest and they go and deliver the babies or whatever. So it really does stir up a lot of new energy, but also, the birth of creation, like the creation of new things into your life. Okay, so it's a whole range of things. I feel like it with the stalk, a lot of the time it doesn't talk about just one area of your life. It can be talking about multiple areas of your life, getting things a bit stirred up and seeing some new things happening for you there. Now, like I said, we did have that masculine coming through next, but I do feel as though that's actually more connected to this flowers energy than the stalk energy. So thirdly, we did have that flowers energy there. So it really does feel as though they're, I feel like this is actually somebody around you, Pisces. So whether you yourself are a female or a male, it doesn't really matter. I don't really like to genderize these energies, but I do feel like this is probably somebody around you. We do have, with the masculine, it's usually somebody who is, well, a bit more of a leadership type person, as we did see with that oracle card. Leadership may be coming, quite important to you, but in that sense of dominating and being quite stoic and non-emotional, logical. Okay, so but we are seeing that with the flowers. So we are sort of wanting to give a lot of logic to situations this month. I feel, Pisces. I feel like this is. It may not even be an actual person we're referencing here. I feel for a lot of you, this is just talking about your inner logic, your inner sense of leadership, your inner, non-emotional sides, where you're taking control of situations, and really giving that energy, that logic to situations. Okay, thinking things through, in a more mindful manner rather than an emotional manner. All right, because the flowers is all about giving and receiving. It can talk about rewards and pleasure coming through for you this month as well, which is definitely a possibility for some of you, that we may get some actual news about a reward or something like that headed your way, because that was actually followed up with the letter. So that's all about communication as well. So we may actually be seeing some physical gifts, some physical communication that's really giving you a sense of purpose this month, I do feel, but really wanting to think things through logically. Okay, so with that stalk being that starting energy there, if we are sort of stirring up new energies within ourselves, thinking them through quite logically and putting our all into the situation, giving our best shot, basically, with that flowers. It really is a giving energy, and I feel as though it's giving logic. Okay, so any communication that is coming towards you this next month, really give it logical thought rather than emotional thought. Okay, this can actually talk about paperwork as well, with the bouquet on the table there as well. It can actually talk about important paperwork that is going to be cropping up for you this month as well. So I don't feel that it's anything negative with that flowers. It would be a sort of giving kind of energy, receiving kind of energy. So you may be receiving something and you have to sort of sign off on it, that kind of a thing. Okay, but it really just does talk about communication, text, phone calls, talking in person, those sort of things. So I'm getting that as actually kind of a bit of a linking energy. Okay, so I feel as though it's relevant to that. That initial few cards there where we're talking about, giving your logic to any paperwork headed your way, giving your logic to communication headed your way. But then I do feel it though it's it's doubling up, and joining back through into this next portion of the message as well. Okay, so I'm going to sort of read that as the ending of that first row of cards, but also the beginning of this second row. Okay, so communication with friends and with things that you're loyal to and supportive of here. We do have the dog coming through, and the dog is all about friendship. Okay, so there may be some important communication with a friend coming through this month as well. This, like I said, it does feel like it's doubling up, so we're looking at two separate communications coming through. One may be more paperwork based, but the other one I do feel as though this is just simply talking things through with friends and talking to your friends, your support network, having that strong sense of loyalty within those connections as well. Okay, so the dog is a very supportive and protective energy. So if you are needing to think through anything, it may even be this initial communication that you're wanting to talk through with some friends, because they're going to be coming towards you with a very loyal, supportive, protective kind of manner over you and your best interests. So it may be important to talk through some things with them if you're not quite sure, if these new beginnings are in your best interests. Talking through with friends. And but I also am getting that, once again, that dog energy running both ways there as well, because it is kind of talking a lot about compassion with yourself as well, Pisces. We do next have the woman energy, the feminine coming through there. So I actually feel that feminine is probably more you, Pisces. It is a more emotional energy, okay? But I do feel as though the emotion we need to focus on is compassion, okay? And that loyalty to yourself, okay? That friendship with yourself as well being quite important this next month, okay? So especially compassion. It just wants me to keep saying compassion, compassion, compassion for yourself, okay? So if you are getting a little bit emotional here and there, just, it's totally fine, like showing yourself a bit of compassion with the way that you do deal with things. And if you feel like you've made mistakes or those sorts of things, having that forgiveness and compassion for yourself as well. Okay. And then closing out the Lenormand spread there, we do have the Clover. So we are headed definitely into some, a period of really good luck. I feel as though this is it is a relatively short term card, but I do feel as though this is sort of covering majority of June for you there. Probably a lot more toward the end of June. You may just be sort of starting to see things stirring up at the start of June, but then by the end of June, you are having quite a lot of, just good luck surrounding you. Okay. And it is really a good fortune card. And it gives you the opportunity as well to take a bit of a gamble with your emotions and take a bit of a risk. Okay. So if there is things that, do feel like they may be a little bit of an emotional risk, it's well favored at the moment. So, high risk, high reward for the end of June there. I feel as though there may be something that you feel is a little bit emotionally risky, but I feel as though it's totally safe for you to jump on in and take that chance. Okay, Pisces? But I'll grab you a couple of cards for health and healing. Health and healing for Pisces, please. June and Pisces. Pisces in June for health and healing, please. Health and healing for Pisces, please. Okay, I just want to get one to clarify that. Is that okay? Can we just get clarity on if that's actually Pisces, and is that physical or metaphysical? Okay, okay. Okay, so I do feel that your message when it comes to health and healing may not actually be around you directly, Pisces. It may actually be somebody around you in your energy, quite possibly a Leo. That when I have asked for a bit more clarity there, we have gotten the Sun card. Okay, so overall, it does sort of let us know that things are going to be like pretty happy. It's not any huge dramas, but with the sun coming through, the sun shining on this issue. But it definitely could be a Leo. That is the Leo card. Okay, so it could be a Leo that is in your energy in some way, or someone with strong Leo placements. But what we're sort of seeing is we do firstly have the whip. Okay, so I feel as though that like I said, it's not feeling like it's a huge trouble or anything like that. It does feel more like emotional tension and just like challenges and a little bit of drama. Okay, so there may be some sort of like I'm getting that vibe. It could be like infighting within a family or a friends group or something like that. Just a little bit of drama that you're somehow sort of dragged into, or having to protect your friend, kind of a vibe. Because we do next have the bear. All right. And that was followed by the ring. Okay. So that shows us that it is somebody that, that's why I sort of needed that clarification, but to see whether it was to do with you yourself, or a relationship in your life. And like I said, I do feel as though with the sun coming through to clarify that it is probably somebody else. But there's just going to be something coming to light when it comes to, the areas of health or healing. So it covers a bit of a broad range there. I don't feel like this is a physical health issue. I feel like this is more like tension, like I said, some sort of tension, and you needing to protect somebody when it comes to something coming to light. You needing to protect this relationship in some way. When something does come to light, a little bit of tension or drama comes to light, and it sort of puts Pisces in the spotlight of this bear card, where you're kind of needing to be a little bit mama bear and protect the people that you care about, protect this relationship, and stand strong and powerful. Once again, we did have that oracle saying the leadership roles, so I do feel as though that's kind of you taking control of, it may be somebody, it may be health related as well, so it may be somebody having some health issues arising, like just a bit of trouble. Just it's not feeling like I said, it's not feeling like it's a huge drama. It's just feeling like niggling kind of issues, and you sort of really needing to take control and take power and take leadership and protect that person, and do sort of look out for their best interests. Okay. So that definitely could be somebody close to you with a strong Leo kind of a vibe going on there. It could also be an Aries or a Sag. There is a strong sense of fire with the sun. Okay, so it could also be an Aries or a Sag. But I am getting pretty strongly that it's definitely Leo linked up there. Okay, so but we are also coming into Leo season soon, right? Oh no, well, that will be after June, so it's not relevant there either. Okay, so don't worry about that. But so yeah, like it's going to be somebody who's got strong Leo placements, and you just sort of needing to protect them in some way, shape, or form. All right, or if there, I feel for some of you there may be a particular relationship in your world where they are like the sun brightens your day. So if that's you, they may, they may not be a Leo. They may just be somebody who brightens your day. Okay, so I feel like that's relevant for a couple of you there. So I just thought I'd mention that. But we'll have like I said, nothing too dramatic. It's just some small sort of niggling troubles or tensions with somebody around you. Okay, and they may just need your support. Okay, but well, have a look at Pisces and love in June, please. What's going on in love for Pisces in June? Okay, and just one more to clarify that, please. Just one more to clarify that for Pisces in love. Yeah, okay. And I'll just grab you some oracle as well. Okay. So yeah, we are looking, Pisces, that you are still in a bit of a healing mode when it comes to love at this sort of a stage. First and foremost, we did have that coffin card. Okay, so we do see with the coffin that that's the death of a situation, the ending of a situation, something that needed to close out in order for you to sort of move forward. That death and rebirth with the coffin. So I feel as though something has ended and we're still just a little bit, stuck in the ending and the death of that situation. And we haven't actually sort of hit into that rebirth yet. That was followed up by the mountain there. So it is still just a bit of hard work. You are just sort of struggling up that mountain. It is just a bit of a challenge and an obstacle for you at this point. Just sort of slugging away, persevering, trying to get through, the whatever issues have sort of arisen from that ending for you, because that was confirmed by that anchor. Okay, so it is just still weighing you down a little bit this next month, and just sort of you're just secure in that ending at the moment. We're not focusing on anything new just as of yet. We're still just sort of working out. I feel like it's just sort of feeling a bit emotional there, Pisces. We're just sort of working out what where to next. How do I rebirth my love energy when I've had this coffin ending coming through? It does feel, it may have been a while ago, but it just feels like it's led to some delays and challenges for you with love at this time. Okay, and that's sort of confirmed with these oracles. We do have the stabbed in the back oracle there, so that does talk about heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attacks. So there may have been something a bit painful that we've gone through with that coffin ending. So of course it's healing is one of them things where it takes everyone a different rate of time, and I do feel as though we're just still dealing with the after effects of whatever that heartbreak, separation, pain was. Okay, and then we do have that karmic relationship card as well. So that does talk about fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you. Okay, so really just focusing on that letting go and loving yourself again, Pisces. I feel when it comes to love, just a little bit stuck in some of the harsher energy from that ending. Okay, so I wish you all the best, but like we saw with that original oracle, that Orca Magic oracle there, that those answers are deep within you, Pisces. So you will get there. It's just a matter of writing out these certain energies at the moment, and you will get there. Okay, but we definitely have some interesting communication heavy in your month. So let me know in the comments what arises for you this month, and if you are willing to take leadership this month. Okay, and whatever that leadership means for you. Okay, Pisces. But thank you so much for your time today, and hopefully I'll see you all again soon.